Alright, so today we will be making a robot. The brush robot. I'm going to show you how. I will unbox first. Okay, let me zoom right in. 1 second. Sorry about that. I do not have a cameraman today. It's just me. Okay, let's unbox this. Wrong side. I already got the tape undone. That way I didn't have to do that. We got a manual, looks like. Gibberish specifics that I don't need. Looks like the brush. Kind of see that? That's the brush. And the parts. Okay, so we're going to set this aside with this inside of it. Alright. So we'll open up the parts bag. Set it down on the work table. Okay, so it looks like we got the eyes, the screws, the bolts, the nuts, and the wires for the eyes. Oh, and it looks like the terminal caps. We got the terminal caps. We'll set that aside. The motor, the base plate, the battery case and cover, looks like, and the holder for the brush, the small brush, looks like. Then we got the small brush, the eye backs, these are the back of the eyes, part of the battery case, and a bracket for the large brush. Then this is the adhesive foam. Okay, so we're going to do this by the directions because I've never done this before. I know it's probably going to be pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, it looks like it. I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Get that off of there. Put that away. Trash. It is the large brush. Okay. Set that with our stuff. Safety messages. Blah blah blah. Adult supervision. I am over 8. I would hope so. Okie dokie. Assembly. Examine the base plate. The upper side is the side with the motor housing on it. Push the battery case onto the pins on this side of the base plate. The wires from the case must exit to the slot under the switch towards the motor housing. Secure the cover with 2 screws. Okay, so we got the base plate here. That comes right off. And we put the motor in, and the motor's in this little case. Complicated to open. Yeah, this looks weird. Oh, okay, there we go. So we have the motor out. Looks like basically Looks like an average motor. Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. And so this seems pretty self-explanatory. So that part you just put like this. Fits right into there. See that? Fits right in. And then we will put the red wire right here. And the black wire right here. And then we get the battery case. Yeah, okay. So it says drop the motor into the housing on the base plate with the wire connections uppermost and closest to the battery case. Okay. Alright, so the red wire goes with this red wire in here, in that area. This drops down like this, and it fits in right there. So that's what it looks like so far. Okay? And then we get the what's it called? The terminal caps, and we put it on the terminal. So we want to take our time and get this wiring right, because this is the most important part of it. Now that we've got that open, crap, excuse my French. Get all these parts out of here. You only need those two little guys. We're gonna just set all that aside. So oh, whoops. Yeah. Okay. So drop the motor and did that with the wire connected uppermost to the battery case. Gently bend the wires over the back of the housing. Okay. So I gently have them in there. I'm going to gently put it into the terminal. Now you need to connect the wires from the battery case to the wires from the motor. There are two terminal holes on the base plate. Okay, got them on each side. Okay. On each side, push the bare ends of the red wire from the battery case and the red wire from the motor into one hole. Push a terminal cap into the hole to trap and connect the wires. Repeat with the black wires in the other hole. Okay. So just set those in there and then push this guy in here. And they are indeed connected now. Alright, and doing it with the black. Can't really see that, it's kind of a bad angle, but this one's a lot harder. Don't know why. Oh, there we go. It doesn't look like I got those in there. Okay, never mind. I did. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Got that on there. Push the motor cover push the motor cover over the motor. So this is the motor cover, and it does not go like that. Oh, whoops. Did have that wrong. It should fit over the pins on the base plate. Make sure that the motor wires fit through the two holes in the bottom of the cover. Okay, I see. So these little holes right here. And those holes. So yeah. Yeah, kind of put it to the side. Okay, got that. Okay, and then the two holes over the cover. Don't put the motor cover screws on yet. Okay, I did not put any screws in yet. Wait. Secure the cover. Okay. So the switch is somewhere. Okay, there's the switch. Oops. There's the switch. And it looks like that's kind of odd. Alright. I forgot to do the screws. I'm all over the place. Well, my handy dandy tiny screwdriver. I'm not sure if it is tiny enough. So I'm gonna need to make sure about that. Okay. I don't think this will be good enough, but it looks like these screws hold this in. Okay. Oh, whoops. Tiny little pieces, got big hands. Hard to do. Let's see, I'm not sure which screws it wants me to use. Not really sure. Okay, so these are the bolts and nuts. Okay. Yeah, blonde moment. Again. So you use this screw. Screw that right in. Huh. Okay, that doesn't really seem to be going in. But apparently it did. Okay. I'm going to turn it around, that way you can see what I'm doing with this side. Starting to come along. Okay, make sure that's secure. It is indeed secure. Okay. Alright, the next step.
You need any of these?
Thank you. Okay. So it looks like we are applying. Okay. So it says, find one of the wires and a screw. Push the screw through the ring at one end of the wire. Now push the screw into one of the screw holes into the motor. So we have a wire, and looks like we bend it so that it can go into this hole right here. It's supposed to go like this. For the eyes, I think it, yeah. So we secure that with screws. Not bolts, but screws. Oops. My screwdriver is too magnetized for its own good. Okay, show you what's going on. So okay, seems to go in pretty good. Kind of, not really. Okie dokie. There's that. Straighten that out a little bit. And it says, there's a small slot next to the hole for the wire to fit through. Okay, I found that. Tighten the screw. Repeat with the other wire and other screw in the other side of the cover. Okay. So we're gonna bend this one too. Tiny wires, when you're trying to bend them, kind of hurt your fingers. Just remember that. Oops. See, this is my first time, guys. So so that's where we're at. Okay, and then gently bend the two wires upwards. Attach the two iron backs to the ends of the wire with screws through the loops in the the wires.